Welcome to lab number 5, electric field lab. So what we're going to do is map out some electric fields and get a sense for how people measure things that they cannot see with their own eyes. Electric fields are something we looked at that were present in the last exercise when we did the electrostatic lab, when we had the electroscope, the electrophorus, when we had that PVC pipe. They had electric fields surrounding them in space, and people really didn't get a good idea of what those things were until the 17th, 18th, and 19th centuries. People like Carl Gauss, James Clerk Maxwell, Henry, Faraday, the great names in the field of electricity and magnetism, tried to parse out what was going on. And the electric field, Faraday's idea, was put into equation format by Carl Friedrich Gauss, and we then had good equations, physical theories that underpinned what we saw in nature. So what we're going to do is look at that. How do scientists measure electric fields? And we're going to have a power supply, which is the device that you see right here. You can see it says DC and AC. This is a DC AC. DC, do you see the two straight lines underneath that? And AC, do you see the wavy sign underneath that? That indicates what comes out of these outlets. So the DC, direct current, that ground or negative goes here, positive goes here, and 0 to 24 volts. So it means if I adjust these things, I can adjust the voltage. It's a variable voltage device. And I also could pick AC. Now, if I wanted an AC, I'd plug my power cords into there. And it would give me AC, that's the root mean squared, 0 to 24 volts, which would read, this would be the root mean squared voltage on it. But we want a DC voltage for now. So we're going to plug our cords into these two. They're going to call patch cords. And you can patch them in several different ways. They look like this little head. And notice there's a little circle in there. I can push it in here very easily. But I can take another one of those little heads and I can patch them together like this. Or, of course, I can put the one, and it doesn't really matter, or I can patch them together like this. There's also a little hole on the end like this. So you can actually place several of them together. I mean, it's like you can keep putting them together. I can put two more here and another one in here, and you can keep going on and patching all of them together like this. That's what they call them, patch cords. We're not gonna have to patch together a lot of them today, but we're going to put the red one in there and the black one in there, and then I'm going to put the voltage across several different configurations. So this is the first one. We're going to do the parallel plate configuration. I'm going to make positive here, negative here, and I'm going to put these little metallicized thumbtacks in there so I can grab and put the voltage across. And my other one is the circular charge configuration. So we're going to do that. So what I'm going to do now is, now that you've got an introduction to it, we're going to go and do the lab itself.